You know what's going on Supa TV at this time. Welcome, warm welcome to the show, man. I'm OB Knows, and I am holding bet with the biggest once again because Mr. Tibbs is still not around, but he will be back soon. We all miss him, right? We all miss him. Pretty sure you miss him too. I mean, we all miss that. 100%. That is what Mr. Tibbs would currently be saying right now. But he's not here. He'll be back soon. Don't worry. He'll be gracing your screens quite soon. But for today, though, I've got his usual guest, Mr. Angelino, our local or resident analyst here on Supa TV, and we'll be going through some of the numbers that you guys bet on, who won, how much was won. We're also going to be talking a lot more about the football because you know he's a very, very deep, staunch Man United fan, so he has a lot to say about the Glazer issue. And if you don't know what that is all about, you are tuned in the right place, and we'll give you all the lowdowns on what's going on in Old Trafford. But for now, though, let me welcome Mr. Angelino. Angelino, how are you?
Hey, how's it, Obi?
I'm good, thanks.
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. But you're looking cozy right now, eh? You're looking very cozy there.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly in Durban here this afternoon, so I'm keeping myself nice and warm here.
Yeah, no, like, don't worry. Even here in Joburg, it got a bit chilly later on in the afternoon. I had a hoodie on as well, so I kind of understand what's going on right now with the weather. It's the winter creeping in, slowly. Yeah, but look, Angelino, we need to kick it off real quick with the numbers because we started slightly late, but we're going to start off with the numbers, the super numbers. I am seeing quite a lot of people who actually bet on football and won. Please take us through some of those numbers.
Yeah, okay, sure, Obi. Okay, let's get going with the super numbers winners. I can tell you once again, our favorite market, the UK 49s.
Okay.
We've got our top three winners coming from that market. In the third place, we've got an individual that placed a R5 stake on the UK 49s.
Okay.
Three numbers and the bonus ball. And this person picked up 138,000.
From R5, Angelino. From R5. Are you sure these numbers when they give you they're correct? Because it sounds a bit unreal, and I'm pretty sure for that some of the viewers who are watching us, and we keep saying that you bet R5, you win all this money. Like, is it really R5?
It's really R5. I mean, this is how simple it is to win with us here at Supabets. You know, we are not lying, we are not scamming or any of that sort. This is proper winners that we make every day.
Definitely.
And I'm going to even shock you a bit further.
Okay.
Our second biggest winner in the super numbers, again, UK 49s guys. This person placed only R3, 5 numbers, and they picked up 150,000.
That is a whole lot of money to win from just the R3. Like, you go from broke to, okay, not rich, but you are literally rolling in money after just placing a R3 bet on Supabets. Like, how unbelievable is that?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you know what? This is true. This is actual numbers. We are not lying. I mean, this is exactly what's going on every day with many of our Supabet customers. And let me go and top that one more.
Okay.
Our biggest super number winner last week, UK 49s once again.
Okay.
However, this person invested a bit more, not too much, just R60.
$60, okay.
UK 49, 2 numbers and a bonus ball, and they picked up 168,000.
Yeah. Can I just, like, I think I'm still playing myself. I need to start betting on UK 49 because every week I stand here and I hear UK 49, UK 49, UK 49. I'm pretty sure the viewers already are also trying to, get their way into betting in UK 49 because, oh my gosh, people are winning so much money there.
It's true. I mean, I'm sitting here so sad giving you these real figures. And we both know they are true.
Yeah.
And what we are doing, we are making our Supabet customers smile every single day. And all they got to do is just go and play on super numbers.
Yeah, no, that's all you gotta do, guys. Just simply, if you don't even know how to start betting with us, just simply SMS Supa TV to 30978, and you receive a link, and you just into that link, fill in your details, fill in your Fika details as well, and you can also, just as easy as that, start making those racks. Let's talk about the soccer bettors. That's why I'm more excited, because I don't usually get my soccer bets correct. But when I see our viewers getting so much money from soccer, I get so happy, because I feel like I'm doing my job. I'm still doing my job very well, you know. So take us through some of those soccer winners, Angelino.
Okay, sure, Obi. All right, again, with our biggest sports winners, this all happened to come in the football world. They were all multiple bet winners as
Okay.
well. I'm gonna just go from the third biggest winner.
Okay.
This person had a stake of 800 rand, and they picked up 89,015 rand.
Oof. Okay. That's a nice start. That's a nice start,
Okay.
Angelino. Let's go.
In second, we've got a stake of 200 rand placed.
Okay.
Same, a multiple football bet. This individual picked up 102,169 rand.
From a 200 bet, Angelino. These people need to give us some tips as well, because no ways, no ways, no ways are they making so much money. Like, what?
Yeah, they should be sending us tips and stuff.
Yeah,
where
they
we
should be. They really should be. I'm excited to hear who's number one. I mean, what's that number one bet? Did they even bet with a lower stake, or what? What's going on in the number one spot?
Okay, yeah, the person did put in quite a bit of an investment in their stake, but they were truly rewarded. A stake of 1,000 rand,
Okay.
again, football multiple, and this individual picked up 117,312 rand.
Well deserved. Well deserved. I mean, if you are risking that much amount of money, you at least deserve a bit of stroke of luck, just a little bit of luck. And that is exactly what they got. I mean, like, yes, I placed a bet on the Liverpool game, and I did say that as much as I am a Liverpool fan, I'm a fan, but I'm not crazy. I know when something is not going right. So I did place a bet on Man United to win the game yesterday. But unfortunately, like a lot of us, when you looked at your bet slip, it said cancelled. And that is simply because of the game being postponed. But they will update us on what else, or when rather the games are going to take place. But speaking about Manchester United, let's jump into the world of football now, Angelino. The Glazer issue, right? It's something that's been going on for quite some time. As a Man United supporter, you probably have a bit more information on what happened yesterday. Take us through what happened exactly yesterday.
Obi, I'm sure lots of the United fans, locally and globally, are aware of our big American owners, the Glazers.
Yeah.
The club was bought by Malcolm Glazer himself back in 2005, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or 2003. And that's when there was a major shift with regards to, the power that this family had and what was going to come in the years going ahead. What initially had happened was the Glazer family, they came in along with their already existing debt and attached it to this beautiful club. And ever since, look, they have been pumping money into the club because United, when it comes with regards to their merchandise,
it's a big brand, yeah.
It's a massive brand. It's one of arguably the biggest brand in the world, on any scale. And unfortunately, over the years, they have not made the correct decisions with what is most important to the fans, and that's actually the football that's played on the field. So basically, yesterday, while we all were sitting and waiting for the big United Liverpool game at Old Trafford, what we saw was a protest by the fans, from the Manchester area, and this was after years of being sick and tired of these American owners. You know, they are also the owners of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Yeah.
who have just won Super Bowl, and they intend of pumping more money into that franchise, while United aren't getting um, the proper structure
Yeah.
and the proper funding going towards. Look, I'm not saying that they haven't
Done
funded
good.
United.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
uh, yeah, they have. United has been purchasing players throughout all of the seasons, but um, ever since Sir Alex has retired and left, along with the previous chairman David Gill, there's been a steadily decline in terms of United performances on field, and the way about they go with their business in terms of acquiring players. It has been it, it's been uh, it's been terrible. It's been
Yeah.
pathetic. I
There's
swear to you, yeah, sure, go ahead, Obi.
there's a general misconception that this is only happening, or the fans are only outraged because of the lack of results right now. But I actually saw, I saw somewhere where protests were actually starting in around the 2010s. How long has this been going on? How long has this outrage from the fan base been going on?
No, this has been going on for a decade. This has been going on for a decade. But the moment the European Super League came about last week, this was when the fans had just about enough, because guys, these non-sports minded individuals would just want to fill their pockets up.
Yeah.
They think that they can bully the likes of the fans and not worry about the football, which is the most important aspect,
Yeah.
and just continue to get rich. So this is what really sparked everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have seen the scenes at the Emirates Stadium as well,
Yeah. Last week.
with
Yeah.
outside there. So it was just a matter of time. And yeah, and unfortunately, yesterday when we all wanted to watch an awesome game of United versus Liverpool, we couldn't.
Yeah.
Yet we had to watch issues of the fans protesting, authorities being injured, and we don't want to
We
see
don't want to
this.
see that.
But
Yeah.
this goes to show that the impact that these owners have had on the club, and the fans are just hoping now that they do what's best, sell up,
Yeah.
or hopefully can get uh, the local government can come in
Yeah.
with their 50+1 sanction, which will allow the fans to have the majority control of the club. And by doing that, then there can be a proper hierarchy set, where a proper football director is making decisions, and the club is going in the correct way and being managing the correct manner as well.
All right, Angelino. Look, I'm pretty sure we've covered most of what we wanted to talk about in terms of this situation. But let's just take your fan cap off just a little bit, and let's just ask you this question: like, how do you fix this? Like, forget about what you just said right now about the government and everything, right? But from a point of view of a footballer or football fan, how do you fix this in a more modern way, the way that football is being moving around right now? How do we fix it without intervening with the government?
Obi, honestly and unfortunately, we as fans, there's only so much that we can do. And it's these fans from the Manchester area that, like I say, have become sick and tired, and they are hoping that their protests and our voices collectively around the world are going to be rung soundly in the heads of these owners, and allow them to sell the club to people that are interested in seeing the club go forward in the correct way. And we want it to be bought by someone who loves football, who understands the game, and just doesn't want to take
Make
away
money, yeah.
the money and the yeah, we want proper sports minded, football minded owners to take over the club.
Yeah, no. Now the question does remain of when will this big game take place between Liverpool and Man United? But the bigger question is, should we expect to see more protests happening at Old Trafford?
I think I think this is just the start of it all. United fans have been the ones that were uh, very relaxed over situations over the year. We've seen the plane being flown over with banners. We've seen that sort, and this was the tipping point. They generally don't resort to this, but this was when they've had enough. And when a club like United has to do something like this,
Yeah.
it tells you the seriousness of the situation.
Yeah. No, that's really terrible to hear from Man United. But look, let's just wait and see what happens in the next few weeks. Hopefully, this will be resolved before the start of next season, because I'm just as unhappy about what happened with the Super League, and having seen what's going on at Man United. As much as I'm a rival supporter, we really want football to be just for the fans and only for the fans, because it's been taken away from us. So yeah, we really want to see some better revelations going on at Old Trafford. But let's come back to some greater news in the local space. There where you are in KZN. I mean, wow, Benny McCarthy. Did we expect this?
Not at all. Not at all, Obi. Not at all. I mean, we all loved Benny, ever since Benny has been in the
In the
18
18
area.
area.
And and also he scored one of the greatest goals of his life when he was back in Porto,
Yeah.
playing against United, knocking us out of the Champions League, and
Yeah.
going on, say, to win the Champions League
Champions
that
League,
season.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sticking on to the local aspect, since he's moved from Cape Town, Benny, amazing appointment by Mr. Sandile Zungu for showing him the project on hand, and what his intentions are. And I mean, Amazulu they've been a minnow team. I mean, let's
Yeah.
be honest here. They've been a minnow team, but they have changed. And
Yeah.
there's only one person that can take this full-on credit, and that is the man at the helm at the helm right now,
Yeah.
and that's Benny McCarthy.
Yeah.
And it was shocking, but still exciting to see Amazulu go to the top of the PSL this week.
Well, I've spoken to some journalists down there in KZN, and they saying they were there when Sandile Zungu was announced as when Sandile Zungu was bringing in Benny McCarthy as the coach, and he said that his objectives were obviously to play and finish in the top four. Now, do remember that it's not even been a year since Sandile Zungu took over the club, and the signings that he has made in this in his tenure so far, bringing in the likes of Mulenga in there, strengthening the team. He also brought the likes of Siphiwe Shabalala, and we wondered, why is he doing this? But in terms of growing the brand, is he meeting the objectives?
Oh, most certainly. Most certainly, yes. I mean, look, the table doesn't lie as well. The table doesn't lie. The objectives are being made. Amazulu is there. And look, if we're going to see any slip up from Sundowns, Benny is waiting there
I mean, the
in the
whole nation
ranks.
is praying. If anything, the whole nation is praying Sundown slip up, because we want to see our own Leicester City type of story.
Of course, of course, of course. I mean, look, football is all about fairy tales. And so, I mean, I'm just going to go a bit off topic here, but that is why when this whole Super League came about,
Yeah.
it came crashing down because no one wanted to see the whole structure of organized football being brought down to its
Definitely.
knees. This is what everyone strives for. Organized football, the way it is, to see your minnow team climbing up the ranks and reaching that promised land. And we could see it this season with Amazulu, or we could see it in the future seasons to come. But of course, when you've got McCarthy doing this, performing so amazingly in this managerial level, the big job, there's also questions about that as well being asked. And it seemed like we could lose Benny to the South African head coach job as well.
Which means that the fairy tale will be very much short-lived. I mean, it's only been a couple of months since Ben McCarthy took over, and he's only lost one game since he sat on the bench. But in his tenure, of course, they've lost twice. But he has only lost one game while sitting on the bench. And I think that is leading to why Safa are calling him in. But is he ready for this job? Is he making the right decision by taking this job? If he does take the job?
Obi, the best answer will come from the man himself. I honestly, in my opinion, I feel he should just stay with Amazulu, especially since Mr. Zungu, had faith in him and gave him the opportunity, and I hope Benny also stays and takes Amazulu a bit higher and further. But also, I'm sure he'd want to. I mean, it's difficult to throw away the opportunity to coach your national team. It's such an honor. There's so much of pride involved there. So I'm sure Benny will make the best decision of what he thinks will be best for him.
Yeah, no, let's hope that he makes the best decision. I mean, we would really love to see a legend of him, of his stature. I mean, he's still the top goal scorer for Bafana, so he still has some relevance to the national team. So hopefully he will make the right decision, but hopefully as well he stays at Amazon for at least another season. But let's move on to other great news for the South African nation. I mean, we woke up this morning being gold medalists. I mean, 400-meter relay, and we got the win.
Obi, I was so glued with all the drama going on yesterday. I honestly missed the any of athletics and stuff until you told me today, and immediately I went and I watched it, and what an amazing race. And it was, and I'm just watching the race and listening to the commentary, and then you just hear that South Africa are just ahead, and still at the end of the race, they were still uncertainty because they felt that the Brazilians had just nicked it. But then we find out that they were disqualified for going into the other lane. But an amazing victory for our boys, and of course our top man Akina Simbile.
Yeah, no, it was a great performance from the South African national team, and we're so grateful to be getting these gold medals at this point. I mean, there's not a lot of great stories that we can talk about from our nation in the past year or so, but having to hear that our nation is going out there and conquering the world is further great news. But let's move into what to expect this coming week when you log into the Supabets app. There is predictions and promotions that we'll be running. Take us through some of the promos that we'll be running on the Supabets website.
Yeah, of course. So as always, we've got our rugby early betting promo, which is ongoing. Our IPL match betting promo, that's also on the go as well. Some absolutely amazing games that's taking place. The Super Group pools are still there, guys. So remember that all you got to do is take those bets within 7 days of the match day, and you could win up to 1,000 Rand if you get the yellow cap. We've got the Spanish Grand Prix that's coming this weekend as well, and there's going to be 25,000 bonus money up there, and that's a predictor for the top 10.
Okay.
Our weekly soccer predictor, this weekend we saw 9 winners. So guys, please take advantage of this. Yeah, there's 25K up for grabs as well.
Yeah.
And of course, the winnings will be shared. And this weekend here, we're going to be lots of the guys are going to be looking forward to Mother's Day, and we've got our UK 49's Mother's Day promo that's on the go. So yeah, lots of stuff. There's Champions League and Europa League second leg action going on as well.
Yeah.
So our UEFA Fab 5 promo is on its last week. Guys, you've got to get your entries in for that there.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So just make sure you all take advantage of all the promos and whatever action is on the way. And where else to bet? But with the biggest at Supabets.
Couldn't have said it better, Angelino. Couldn't have said it better. I'm not going to let you go just like that. I can see you trying to get away. Hey, I want your predictions. Who is going to the final? I mean, we did see the first legs, and I wouldn't lie. I predicted Real Madrid were going to draw with Chelsea, or Chelsea were going to get the draw, and I said PSG was going to win that game, right? And I said in the final, I'm going to see Chelsea and PSG will lift it. What is your bet on that one?
Yeah, credit to you, Obi. You did call the draw between Madrid and Chelsea. There's something in me that just tells me that Madrid can just squeeze it and get into the finals. However, I think it's going to be, and I hate to say this, I think Man City have done enough. I think they've done enough, and they're just going to carry that little momentum with them. And it's going to be a City Madrid final.
Angelino, that's such a boring final. That is such a boring final. Look, I feel what you're saying. I mean, Real Madrid do have the experience. I mean, they've been in this position countless of times. So, they might just sneak it, but I'm just praying that Thomas Tuchel and his men can actually just, pull it through. I mean, they've had an impressive season thus far since he came. So I'm hoping that he does justice to that team and gets them into the final. And on the other hand, I really, really want PSG to win it. I mean, Neymar's been looking for it. It would be Mbappe's first one, Manchester City fans will be talking a lot, so I really don't want to see them in the final.
I'll be overly excited if I'm wrong, Obi. I swear to you, I would. And I would love PSG to pick up the title.
Yeah.
But let's see what's going to happen. I mean, we're just 2 days away from knowing, who's going to be there. So, let the football do the talking.
Yeah, we will let the football do the talking. And as for us, Angelino, we will leave it right here. Thank you very much for being part of the show once again. And we're always looking forward to your honest opinions on what's going on in sports. We will see you again next week, Angelino, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I'll see you. Have a good evening. Cheers, Obi.
Thank you, Angelino. Same to you. You will be with us as well as the viewers. Same time, same place. Monday, 5 o'clock. It's Better with the Biggest with Angelino. Maybe not with me, but we'll see. It depends. It depends how the week goes. But for now on, though, let us enjoy the rest of this evening. And hopefully you are sitting at home, comfortable with the family. Let's enjoy the rest of this night. Good night.
You also have the chance to win big. In the world of sports, super numbers and live games. Bet with the biggest with Angelino.
You're locked into Supa TV. Only on OpenView, channel 150.